Hey guys, it's Ryan Maloney's pseudo Let's Play Gym Leader Ryan. This is all for hashtag remake Pokemon Yellow to relive some nostalgia moments and look at what we can have in the game. This intro is one of my favorite moments of my childhood. Pikachu surfing and Pikachu on the balloons right here. You gotta love it. Uh, and it's odd right here, the red thunderbolt, it always gets me. Uh, how it was like that. Yeah, and and there are Pikachu's that can use Fly and can use Surf. Yeah, they're a special Pikachu that you would get through distribution. Um, oh, and who doesn't know this? This is always one of the great moments from the game. Pikachu being being shown here, of course. Um, this is the game that got a lot of people on the Pokemon. As you see here, I choose Ash. And I always love this part. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you were a baby. What was his name again? Gary. I love the thing where he says, douche. In the humor section of the forum, if you check it out. Dreams and Adventures. That's actually the title of the music that is right here. I click here. Ash is playing the SNES. Yeah, I love. I actually played Yellow on the Super Game Boy. Of course, you have to pick up the potion right here. I loved. To me, it was a marvel playing Pokemon on the big screen. And it's one of the reasons why I've got the ROM. I actually still have the game cartridge. Still works fine. Actually outlasted my gold and silver cartridges, and still works beautifully fine. I got it for my 8th birthday, and it's my favorite game of all time. And here's the segment that everybody also remembers. Hey, wait, don't go there. And one of our favorite characters, Professor Oak. In this sequence. And it's odd, wild Pikachu appeared, you will never encounter a wild Pikachu there. And Professor Oak, Pokemon Professor, only had one Pokeball on him. And did not even bring out a Pokemon to weaken it. Which is accordance to everybody, that's the way you should do it. So he broke his own rules. I mean, aren't you supposed to have a Pokemon out there to help you with it? And makes no sense, but it's still an iconic sequence. Right here, I think we can use the ranch here in the remake of Yellow. Make it more traditional Professor Oak for what we know. Actually, I was looking out, from events that correspond here, thinking, the Electric Tail of Pikachu manga would be a decent one because it takes to base it off of because it takes pieces from the anime. Oh, Gary right here, he was patient, but right here, Gary's a thief. So like he was patient enough to wait there, and then he just steals the Eevee right up from under you. You're forever thankful to Gary, or Blue, or however you want to refer to him. I contend that this was more of an anime-based game. I think it's still technically, you would call the character red, and here's the moment you get Pikachu. No, you're not gonna get Pikachu a nickname. You're not Richie. You're freaking Ash. You don't give him a nickname. And all that music, you know what's coming up. You know what's going down. Gary, insert expletive here, Oak. Oh, yep, and these are always the harder battles to watch. And level 5 versus level 5, and I think of this right here, Pikachu, I think, is the only technically starter Pokemon that you get in the major games that starts out with a special attack instead of a physical attack. Maybe it can be a little trivia for the guys at Pokemania FM. But at this time, it was, of course, just special. Like special defense. Like right here, critical hit. Ugh, hate critical hits unless you're the one doing them. And then, or down here, he gets me down all the way to, he gets me down to 8. And use Thunder Shock. Of course, what I was not going to use. Michael Irvin says the best defense is a good offense, so I tend to, as a basketball guy, I tend to disagree with that, but alright. And got EV down and grew to level 6. That actually kind of irritates me when the instant level 1, the instant 1 level jump kind of gets me, because he's like, you know, it's kind of, it feels kind of cheap. Get your 175 right here. The Gary Blue, whatever you want to call him, sprite is really cool in this game. And remember, all these sprites were updated from the red and the blue games. So this is where Professor Oak says, "Oh, Pikachu does not like to be in its Pokeball, and Pikachu does not like you." Does not like you one bit, but you still have to trek on, trek forth. There's the fat guy, fat technology guy. Give him the shove off. But it's a tradition. He should be included. Pidgey, and the Pidgey sprite looks. Think about this. 98, this game came out. It looks amazing in terms of the sprite. It always irritated me that the Pokemon that you were battling against always looked better than the Pokemon that you were fighting with. Except for Rattata. It's just relate. Why does no one like you, Rattata? No one does. Interesting. This is off Visual Boy Advanced. I normally go with No Cash GBA and use the 360 controller, but I had to use the keys here. This music is so soothing. I love the soothing nature of this music. This can take a depressed and angry man and turn him into a happy, giggly fellow. And now Viridian City. I go right up here because we all have to see it, and we all can't pass because of private property. Said, "Grandpa, don't be so mean. He hasn't had his coffee yet." In the Japanese version, he was drunk. That's why he said he needed his coffee, because he was suffering from a hangover. But I imagine many of y'all know that. I find that funny. And the clerk says, "Hey, you're from Pallet Town?" "No, I'm from 2A actually." But you get Oak's parcel, and we go down. But yeah. We want to keep the majority of this the same. It's kind of like the iconic first level in Mario. You want to keep it the same. And who doesn't enjoy jumping the ledges? You want to keep it the same, have that same feel. That music, it'll never get old. And Skowatin did a great job of remaking the music. And the transition in the blue, based off Satoshi Tajiri's hometown. Pallet Town, here we go. And oh, Ash. Had this seem so wrong. You gave him the parcel and cue Gary Expletive Oak. Oh, I think I did that too early. Nope, there he is. Hey, Gramps. And I just love it. These Pokemons are growing stronger. I haven't even trained. Because the objectives is just to get the parcel, do really quick. The whole point of this video, kind of like a pseudo Let's Play, and to kind of give ideas for hashtag remake Pokemon Yellow. Guys, you can follow me on Twitter at Orion T. Maloney. I'm also on Facebook. I'll post a link to on the video on the forum to my Facebook. It's also under I'm Jim Lee Orion in the Pokemania FM forum for anybody who wants to get up with me. Alright, Gramps, leave it all to me. And Gary's kind of dissing you there. I will read your suggestions during the videos that I will post of me playing. It'll be more highlight moments. I don't think people want to see me train. In yellow, you almost have to get a Mankey. And here we go to visit Daisy, which in the Pokemon Electric Tail and Pikachu manga, Ash absolutely loves her, has a crush over her, and it ensues hilarity that he likes his rival's sister, like Gary's sister. And my first battle after meeting, I meet a level 6 Pidgey and I have no Pokeballs. So that irritated me because, like, man, I could have level 6 Pidgey right off the bat and I already have Pokeballs. But yeah, I'll read your suggestions during my next pseudo Let's Play. The whole point of this is to get the ball rolling on hashtag remake Pokemon Yellow, and to see this would be what we would be reliving. What I'll outline in my plan that I want this game, um, like on the virtual console of the Nintendo eShop for the Nintendo 3DS, but with a little with a little deal. Have it where you can transfer all your Pokemon into the remade version, or into X and Y. I contend that they should do this remake for the 20th year anniversary, which it's just been 17 years. I think that would give them some time. They have some bases with Fire Red, but I think they would want to do some 3D stuff with it, with some mini games and all that good stuff. Thunder Shock here, gonna knock him out one turn. But yeah, level 7, yeah, get the lucky number 7. I still love that music. And now we're here in Viridian City, and you go back up, and he's sober now. Well, I accept your apology. Yeah. Just don't get drunk publicly again. You know, they kind of frowned upon that. And why are you trying to catch a Rattata anyway? I just love how they call him Old Man. And he only has one Pokeball. And he doesn't even try to weaken it. I just love how he tells you, this is how you should catch Pokemon, and he doesn't even catch it. I mean, apparently you're not do as I say, not as I do, but he didn't even say weaken it, so I guess you can't even apply that here. But we're getting to the end of our video. I'm just going to save it right here. I just want to thank everybody. Shout out to Missing No, Luke, and Gengar. And Saya Springfield, and Red Roy on the forums, and Captain Squirtle, and Nate and Rick. We love you guys. Be back for the next installment.